Welcome back to Quest for Glory. Now, I did check some things, as I tend to do. It's kind of maddening to half remember things from an old adventure game, but not fully remember them, because you know that there's a thing you can do, but you have no idea how. And you're kind of put into that precarious position where you can no longer reason it out normally because your mind just isn't in that space. It's pretty much the problem with adventure games, at least replaying adventure games, is you go into it fresh, you're going to have the thoughts that the devs want you to have. You're going to read the clues, you're going to figure things out the way you're supposed to, hopefully. Going back to them, you're just trying to remember stuff for the most part, and that can be a big issue if you don't remember a thing, because you're just not really equipped to figure it out. Now, that's no excuse. I'm definitely gonna wind up looking stuff up in the future games, I guarantee it. But I think I'm doing it a little heavily here for stuff that I'm half remembering. One thing is I found out how the goblins work. It's you kill one and then you leave the screen and come back and then there's more. See, that's the kind of thing that half remembering will really screw you over on, because if you just remember fighting a bunch of goblins on that screen and you don't, then you're probably not going to come back. You're not going to go, oh man, I got to try that again. Whereas if you were just playing it normally, you'd fight the one goblin and nothing would happen. You go, okay, maybe I'll check back here later. And you come back later, and now there's two goblins, and then you start to figure it out. The other thing is, I am supposed to level stealth by sneaking around the woods. It goes up as I avoid enemy encounters. Just really seemed like it wasn't, so I'm going to go back to sneaking around real quick. However, I'm not going to deal with the goblins right this second. I think the first thing to do, while I have a fresh save... Actually, I'm sorry. Something else I gotta do. Okay, let's get our butts out of here. It's time to go take on a cave. Hey, that upped my stealth. Okay. Back to being really slow and terrible. It looks like the ogre did vanish after all. That's a bummer. I forget what all I need here. I know one thing I need that I definitely do have. So that's nice. As your eyes adjust from sunlight to darkness, you examine the interior of this eerie cave. You sense something moving off to your right. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. This might get echoey. Sorry about that. It's just not going to sound as good if I have a dry mouth. Look, the cavern contains some impressive formations and is rather beautiful as caves go. On one side of this cavern is a creature which looks like a large bear. Damn it. What is going on with me hitting that fucking G? No, not all of it. Okay, it's not Space Quest. A very large bear rears up as you approach. It looks hungry and dangerous. go hug the bear. Hey there, bear. Ah. Boy, that's smarts. Your last thoughts, although trivial, gently nudge you toward infinity. I wonder if the bear's paws were clean. I feel like that's some kind of, reference or joke. I wonder if it shits in the woods. Hey, speaking of clean, paws, one of those words. The bear looks menacing and angry. There is something attached to its leg. There is a manacle and chain attached to the bear's leg. Okay. So he's hungry. I think one of the clues said that, right? Give ration to bear. Its hunger diminished, the bear takes a new attitude toward you. That bear. You'd better not, the bear isn't wearing a flea collar. So now I can do this. I'm gonna pick lock. Sorry, this lock is enchanted. You'll need a magical key. Okay. So now I know. Look for a magical key. Oh shit. Section of cave has an eerie quality. I just want to do this a little bit. I'm gonna see if this does anything. Nope. I'm gonna make a secondary save. I was thinking the onion guy from Jammer Lammy, and originally Parappa the Rapper. My guitar is in my mind. He doesn't even really look like him, does he? I don't know why I got that feeling. This part of the cavern is spacious and multi-leveled. Phosphorescent fungus illuminates the cavern with an unearthly glow. On a rocky platform above the cave floor is a kobold, one of the race of ugly, miserly creatures, known for their skill in magic. I wonder why they're so miserable. Some sort of food, mushrooms, sit in a pile on the stone table. It looks almost edible to a kobold. You pick up the kobold's mushrooms and put them in your pack. You eat some of the kobold's fungus. Within seconds, your insides feel like they're on fire. Guess you're not a kobold, huh? You think you'd better take it easy for a while until you recover. You'd better not. This cave is not recommended by the Michelin Guide. I don't know what those mushrooms did to me. I honestly don't. The kobold seems more interested in frying you with ball lightning than in talking to you. He didn't like that. Oh, fuck. feel like I didn't want to do that. Oh! No, I remember what I'm thinking of. I have it slightly wrong. Oh, I could walk up there all along. Look at that. Okay, so I just murdered that kobold in, like, cold blood. He was fine as he was, and I just kind of walked up and shanked him. Probably not getting a lot of hero points for that. Kobold's key disappears as you turn it in the lock. That's what I was thinking of. Whoops. Let's turn down that speed a little bit. I'm sorry. You didn't get a very good look at that. You have the honor of meeting the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. We are pleased that you broke our enchantment. Perhaps our father, the Baron, will reward you should you ever visit our castle. What? The arrogance of the Baronet astonishes you. Perchance the kobold magic user had a reason for changing him into a bear. So the reason I gave pause there, after killing the kobold, let's get a better look at him. Let's whoops, I restored it. I was gonna save. Okay, let's fight the kobold again. And I'll talk to you. The reason that I gave pause was because I half remembered the kobold as being the one who turned out to be the Baronet. Like, really, this guy's not doing anything to me. I mean, he's more interested in attacking me, but it's not like he is. He's just chilling. So it's kind of fucked up when I just walk in here and throw a rock at his head. Ow. I'm doing alright. Punch. Ow. Fuck you. Kick, punch. Dodge, kick, stab. The kobold was in my mind. Where am I? Yeah. I came close to death. It's fine. Okay. Boom. Use key and manacle. And it disappears as you turn it in the lock. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Just ever so slightly slower. Not really enough to be worth it, though. I just wasted your time for nothing. It's what I do best. Is it me, or is this screen starting to look darker? I always forget to plug this thing in while I record. Nothing. Okay. I guess it wasn't time yet. Sneak. Speed. Neat. So now we're going to go back to the castle and see what changes in the world. Well, first I'm going to sell some flowers. Shit, I can't do that anymore? Well, so much for that plan. I guess that was a limited time offer. Come in, you have been expected. Baron von Spielberg awaits you in the castle. Okay, I'm just gonna sneak on in. Excuse me, sir. You appear to be in my way. The Baron von Spielberg and Baronet await you in the Great Hall. You did it! You beat the game! Actually, the game is finally starting. Words cannot express the gratitude I have towards you. Not only have you freed the Baronet from enchantment and allowed my son to return to me, but you have renewed my hope that the curse may be lifted. Do I have to hit a button, or is this going to go? No. My son, Baronet Barnard von Spielberg, also desires to acknowledge his indebtedness. Like, you know how you don't want to hit the button and then the thing pops up and you skip it by accident? Barnard? Well, that is, I am appreciative of your efforts upon my behalf. Furthermore, I understand you have rid our valley of a dangerous kobold magic user in order to free the Baronet von Spielberg. You risked your life to single-handedly defeat the foul spellcaster. You are a true hero, and I thank you. Yes, fuck magic users. Kill them all! I'm pleased you managed to kill the kobold. I sincerely hope you will continue on your valiant adventures in our land. If anyone can rid the land of the brigands, it will be you. Someday in the near future, I can envision holding a ceremony in your honor and bestowing upon you the title Hero of the Land of Spielberg. It would be nice if someone could finally defeat the brigands and claim the title. As you leave the castle tomorrow, you will receive the reward money I long ago posted for the safe return of my son, as a token of my thanks. You will, of course, be expected to dine with us and be our guest in the castle tonight. I was gonna go rob some fucking old lady, but okay. Do you have any questions? You just put me on the spot. Guys, what questions do I have? Guys. My beautiful little daughter was stolen away 10 years ago by Baba Yaga's magic. She has never been found, despite all the searching that has been done for her. I thought she was lost forever, but you have renewed my hope that I will again have her beside me. Baba Yaga. I have attempted everything in my power to get her to go away. I fear it will take some sort of magic to be able to counteract her evil magic. Okay. I need magic to counteract magic. Ask about brigandos. Oh. I just remembered a thing about the order this game takes place. Shh, don't tell anybody. If I had more guards, I would have wiped the brigands out myself, now that I have my son at my side. It will take some time before this castle and land have recovered from my sorrow, so I still think it will take a hero to destroy the brigands. Yeah, just one guy. What if you give me all the guards, and then we all take them on? I know they have some sort of fortress at the far south of the valley. I have heard rumors they have set up an ambush for all that approach. It is also rumored that there is another way into their fortress, but I have no further knowledge about it. Bingo bango. Now that my son is back, I have much to do. Kindly restrict your questions to matters of import. Ask about son. As you can plainly see, Barnard is back to his old self, thanks to you. Let's make our guilt go away about that kobold. I rode off one morning with my men in search of monsters to fight. I got separated from my men when I came across the entrance to the cave. As I entered the cave, the kobold ordered me to get out. I informed it that I was Baronet Barnard von Spielberg, and heir to the lands and all within. I ordered it to bow before me. Then it cast a spell upon me, and I remember very little after that. You realize, of course, that such actions will not only have you grabbed by guards, dragged to the dungeon, and brutally tortured, but that you probably won't be able to win this game if you perform them. Okay, I guess I'm good then. A servant is awaiting you outside to show you your quarters. We will see you at supper later. You awake as the sun begins to rise. Wow, they had me sleep on the front step? That's, well, it is the front step of the castle. It's surrounded by walls. I'm sure it's nice. After a wonderful meal with the Baron and his son, a peaceful night's sleep in a feather-down bed, and a filling breakfast in bed, you are ready. Okay. You're ready. You're really ready. You can't wait. I have 51 gold coins. This is what I'm talking about, guys. That's 500 big ones. I'm rich beyond my wildest imagination. That right there is why getting to the castle and doing that first quest is so important. You wind up rolling in the dough. I mean, I have so much silver mainly just because I'm a thief. But now I don't even think I need to rob the old lady. The sheriff I don't feel too bad about. He was a dick. The old lady never harmed me. I mean, neither did the kobold, but that's a different story. Let's see. So that's the first stage of the game, really. I mean, now we've gotten into the castle and we've been given the real quest, which is go fight the brigands. Now, I believe before I do that, I do need to have an encounter with Baba Yaga. However, as I recall, she is, in fact, the finale. So I'll be meeting her once, and then heading off, and then meeting her again. She's a magic type Pokemon, so I'm going to want to talk to a magic user about her. I think that's really the only hint I have to ask Erasmus about Baba Yaga, which is the thing I was avoiding doing until it like came up in casual conversation, but it never quite did. So let me look at my list of things to do. I think I can clear quite a bit off of it. Get buff Fist Cave. Yeah, that's done. Dryad, sell stolen goods, that's done. Steal from old lady, probably not gonna do it. I now know about the Goblin Gang. I got the info from the jerk. The cemetery was BS. Then I threw the rock at the plants. Okay, that leaves me talking to Erasmus, finding the Dryad, stealing from the old lady, probably won't, and the Goblin Gang. You know what? I might save and steal from the old lady just to show you, and then sell her shit and then save again. But let's see, what else do I have right now? I think I maybe need to talk to the Dryad before I can deal with Baba Yaga at all. No, that can't be right. Wait a minute. What the hell does the Dryad do? I don't remember if that's actually a thing that I need to deal with. I feel like it is. But nobody's mentioned it yet, except for the fox I saved. But you didn't tell me where to find or when. And I remember another weird scene kind of involved there. Just everything to the west of town is kind of a weird mystery to me. Anything else? Well, I'm going to the store. You need me to pick anything up? Oh, I know something. Check store, actually. Checking the store. I think something else happens now. Like, I know things really start to change. Look for bar paper. Okay. Now, naturally, these aren't things that I would know about right off the bat, but they are things that I can now do and look at and check out. Is that? What is that? Is anybody else hearing that? Also, does anybody else notice that one of the parapets, ramparts, whatever, at the top there, it has like a pixel, like up in the middle. I just pointed to it. You can't see that. Where there's like the 5 notches cut out at the top of the castle, there's like a pixel in the middle one. It shouldn't be there like that. Somebody did a bad copy-paste job. Okay. This thing is making some noises. Hopefully that's just the game, and saving and quitting will work. I'm gonna quit out and come back.